everybody, it's Jasmine. So today I'm bringing you a full face of Catrice makeup. I have a lot to say in this video, and I have a lot of products that I've used in previous tutorials on my own time, and some that I've just never used at all. So I'm so excited to bring you guys this full face look. There are a lot of hits and a lot of misses, so let's get into it. I have two primers with me. I have first my Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner for invisible pores and lines, as well as my Keep Me Matte Long Lasting Oil-Free Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. The Smoothing Refiner Primer actually really does work with blurring out the skin. It also is really thick, so it does last a long time on the skin. And honestly, the Keep Me Matte Primer is super mattifying on the skin. One day I combined both of these and literally my makeup was bulletproof. I think it could have lasted longer than 16 hours. For today's look, I'm actually going to be using that pore refiner, and I'm going to apply this into the areas where I feel like I have large pores, where I have fine wrinkles, and where I feel like I might need extra reassurance in my foundation. And I'm also going to take just a very little bit of this Keep Me Matte primer, and I'm going to apply this onto my nose and forehead area because I did apply oil as a moisturizer today because it's so cold and I felt like the only thing that was hydrating enough wasn't oil. So I'm just going to go into my T-zone with this primer. For foundation, I have the HD Liquid Cover Foundation. This one claims to last up to 24 hours. It's mattifying and it has a second skin effect. You guys hear me talk about this one all the time, and honestly, it's true to the claims. It's very lightweight, and I feel that it really does look like a second skin. I feel like when I apply this on top of my pimples, yes, sometimes my pimples may show through, but it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. Plus, you could build it up if you want more coverage. And by the way, for the foundation, I am in the shade Golden Beige. So this is one layer of the foundation on my skin, and I still have my redness peeking through, but I really want to test out that concealer that everybody likes. So I went ahead and bought their Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This one claims to be waterproof, liquid high coverage with ultra lasting power, perfectly camouflages under eye circles, spots, and even tattoos. I have the shade Light Beige with me, and I think in the concealer line, I think there's only 4 shades. I know for a fact that on Ulta they still have 4 shades of the foundation, but on the Catrice website there are, I believe, 16 shades available, if not 20, but I'm pretty sure it's 16. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this concealer like normal and see how high the coverage is. First impressions of the concealer, it was so liquidy. It was really liquidy and it was almost like water, and I expected it to be really thick, to be honest, because it claims that it's waterproof and that it's super high coverage, and normally with that you kind of get a more thicker consistency, but this one was even thinner than the foundation, which I find so interesting. I do feel like more of my redness has been covered. The ones on my cheeks though is a little stubborn. The one on my chin is completely covered. You could still see like the roundness of it, but as far as the coloring goes, I mean, it covered it completely. My forehead is pretty much covered. I'm really impressed, but it is starting to crease just a very little bit. So we're gonna go right into powder. I do have 2 powders with me. First, I have my Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder, which is waterproof. It says here that it's silky, waterproof for a long-lasting mattified and flawless complexion. Resists humidity and fits every skin tone with a soft focus effect and vitamin A and E. This one's in the color Translucent. And then I also have a loose powder, which is called their Light Illusion Loose Powder. This one is a yellow loose powder with a soft brightening effect for an illuminated look. It's ultra fine and it provides a flawless, long-lasting matte finish. Use alone or with foundation. So I know I said that those primers really smooth out your skin, but I feel like after the powder and after you set the skin, that's when you really see how smooth your skin is. And right now, like, the cheek area where I normally have large pores is completely smooth. I'm gonna do a zoom in real quick. This is my skin up close, and I did turn down the light so you can really see everything. I mean, my skin's not perfect, but I mean, it's looking real good for what's happening. This is their Brow Hero 2-in-1 Brow Pomade and Camouflage Waterproof. That's what that says. And it's pretty much a brow pomade and concealer cream all in one. I have the shade So Bella, and I bought this one on Ulta. I don't really know if it's going to be my shade. It looks a little light, but we will see how it actually performs on the eyebrow. So far, I believe the color is okay. I feel like it is really waxy, so I've been having to go back into the pot to grab more product, which is so different because if I'm using, say, like my ABH brow pomade or my ShopMissA brow pomade, I don't have to dip that much back into the pot, but I feel like I've already dipped in like 6-7 times already just to fill in one eyebrow. And, you know, I've tried way better ones. This one does feel a little bit waxy and thin, but maybe as it hardens, it will get better. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try the concealer side, and I really do think that this brow pomade situation is innovative with the brow pomade and the concealer all in one. It's really convenient, but we'll see if it's worth the money. Alright, final thoughts on this duo. I was expecting so much more. I don't think the pomade's all that. Yes, I was able to finally complete my eyebrows, but the concealer side was way too thick, and then when I went to go blend it out, it was just so hard to blend, and I still have some uneven lines on my eyes, but I'm gonna try and cover that up with eyeshadow. So let's see for eyeshadow. I only have one palette with me. They do have other palettes in their line, but I was actually eyeing this when it first came out. This is their Paradise Desert eyeshadow palette in collaboration with the Fashion Freak. I follow her on Instagram and she is so talented, damn it. The 16:10 shade expresses the serenity of a desert with its vibrant bursts of color. Starting off the look with the shade Solitude, and we're going to put this all over the eyes as a base for the other eyeshadows. We're going to take Rainfall and we're going to pop this into more so the inner half of my eye as a transition shade. I'm going to blend something in the outer half later, but I want to start off with Rainfall. I'm going to blend Oasis right next to Rainfall, and in that same formation I'm just going to bring it in towards like the middle of my eye. And then we're going to take Nightfall, and then this is going to go into the outer corner in the same formation as the other two blues. I'm also going to drag this shade down to my outer corner. I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease. I'm going to take Dusty Rose and I'm going to apply that right on top of the concealer in the inner corner. Then I'm going to take Bloom and I'm going to apply this right on the other empty areas of concealer, so that's going to be more towards the middle of the eye. For my lower lash line, I'm going to just take Bloom again, and this is going to go on the outer corner of my lower lash line. And then in the inner corner of my lower lash line, I'm just going to take Oasis and I'm going to blend it into Bloom. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner with this liquid liner called Dating Joe Black, and I already can tell that I'm not really going to like this because it's a felt tip, but I'm just going to go ahead and do my best with this eyeliner. I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it.
You don't like what?
I don't like my makeup. It's like turning out kind of shitty. I'm gonna be honest, I hate this eye look. It's really bad, and I think the only thing that's gonna save it is if I apply some eyeliner. So I just have my Marc Jacobs purple eyeliner in the shade Mist Me. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lower waterline with this. For mascara, I have the Glam and Dull False Lash Mascara. This stuff is actually really dry, but it does dispense product onto the eyelashes, but it's nothing to the point where I feel like I am wearing false lashes. I just feel like I have a very light layer of mascara. So if I'm being really honest, I hate the way my eyeshadow looks. I am not feeling the most confident with how everything's going, partly because the eyeshadow palette, it honestly is such a patchy eyeshadow formula. It's very loosely pressed, so it has a lot of fallout, and I wish that there was more pigment. It was more, I guess, pressed in, not a lot of fallout, and I feel like the shadows are really difficult to work with. and this is what I have to work with now. I mean, it's not that bad once my lashes are on, but I definitely feel like it could be better and it could be improved. For bronzer, I have my Sun Lover Glow Bronzer. This one's in the shade Sun Kissed Bronze. This is for all skin lovers. It's a marbled baked bronzer powder with the silky texture and subtle shimmer. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this wherever I need a little bit of bronze. I actually really do love this stuff, and I pretty much flattened out the dome shape on this already, so it's well loved. For blush, I have the Strobing blush, and the shade that I have is Miss Amber Brown. And this one is a smooth powder blush for a strobing effect with a natural looking luminous finish and glow on the cheeks. I'm going to go ahead and apply this with my ShopMissA A F22 brush, and I'm just going to lightly apply this. For highlight, I have my 3D Glow highlighter in the shade Warm Embrace. This is a silky smooth two-tone highlighter powder with a eye-catching 3D design. Now they do have 3 shades. They have this shade right here, which I have Warm Embrace. They have a white, and then they have like a rose gold pink. This one is the one that I found that looked probably the best on my skin. Finally, for lips, I'm just going to do a lip gloss. This is the Prisma Lip Glaze in the shade Holy Moly. I'm going to finish off the look with the Primifying Anti-Shine Fixing Spray. This one is going to mattify my skin. Alright everyone, that wraps up this tutorial. I hope you guys all really enjoy. Now I have a few things, I should say, not one. I think that Catrice as a brand does complexion products really, really well. I think that is their strong point. So that is an A+ for me. Within every brand though, you are gonna get a hit and a miss. That's always how it is. No brand is absolutely perfect. So I hope you guys all enjoy my full face of Catrice makeup. And if you want to see any more videos like this, then please let me know. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.